guys, and welcome to this tutorial for how to put a 3DS skin on your DS, your 3DS, wherever, whatever device. Today we're going to be using a skin from Decal Girl that I got off of their website. I will have that linked below. But yeah, let's get into it because I'm super over this black, and I even have stickers on it too, which we'll talk about how to get those off as well. So we'll go through everything that you need. The first thing that I suggest is having some kind of card. I'm just using an old gift card. Also some cotton swabs. I recommend the non-fluffy ones. These ones work even better and they won't leave a residue behind. So you'll need a couple of those. We will also be using rubbing alcohol. I'm just using 70% here. And then you will also need your skins. I have a front and then I have a back, and I will show you guys how to put that on and how I did it, as well as a hairdryer if you have stickers on your device, and I'll show you here how to get that off. And then after you're done with these stickers, I recommend to use a little bit of rubbing alcohol. I'm just using a little bit, and I will go onto the DS and just wipe it down with the alcohol. And then I will take a dry, clean cotton swab as well to dry it off, as you can see. And I recommend doing this even if you did not have stickers as well, because there's grease, residue, and other things from playing that could interfere with the skins. Alright, and then let's get started here. So just be very cautious of pulling these off. I'm trying to take my time with it and make sure nothing's ripping. It does feel pretty sturdy, these ones from Decal Girl, but just be very cautious and make sure you are taking your time. Slow and steady wins the race. I don't want to mess anything up. I want to make sure that, it's a one-time purchase. So as you can see, I'm just making sure to slowly pull everything up. And there are some little stickers that did get stuck. I did learn to use a pair of scissors just to pull those up if they do get stuck. And then don't be like me and also get stuck on the sticky part. Alright, and then just apply tiny bits of pressure. I would recommend starting with one buttonhole and then working your way up and making sure everything fits. That's kind of how I did it. And then super pressing down just to make sure everything is down and there's no bubbles. And I think what helped me the most was just finding one button or control to focus on and just going off of that. So making sure that that one was perfect all around the edges, and then that one followed suit, of course, with the whole rest of the skin. So with this one, I used the thumb pad, and I just went around the thumb pad. And now we're going to be using the screen frame. This one was super challenging. I still don't feel like I got it correctly. It's very tough to feel like it was completely even on all sides. So just take your time. You could see it took me multiple attempts of pulling up and just realigning everything. But I found it kind of helped to start from the bottom. But anyway, I just felt like this one was a tough one. So just be super careful, and it's very thin. So try not to rip it as well as you are going along. And then next we're going to do the middle part. Make sure that this is not interfering with the side buttons as well. And when you open and close the case, you don't want that to get snagged. And then finally we can work on the top. This is all one piece as well. So just be super careful. And then once this goes on, I found that going around these speaker buttons was the right way to go, and then just kind of following suit after. And then use your credit card as needed as well to just even out any bubbles that you see or any nicks in the skin. All right, and then the inside is all complete. It looks wonderful already. I'm so excited. Let's get started with the back plate. So we'll do the base first. It comes with a little cutout as well for the serial number, and we will stick this on. I think I will go off of the serial number as well as the little buttons at the top. Make sure it's all around the edges. You don't want anything to get brought up. And I'm going to also put the Nintendo 3DS sticker on here just because I think it would look a little bit better. Alright, and there we go. We have the back. So let's start with the front. I found it helpful to go along the camera lens. And you will see here that the top part will be longer than the actual faceplate. And this is because it will actually go onto the inside of the DS. So it will essentially go all the way around the bar, and I will show you here shortly. So just make sure you have enough room. And then you can see that the top part will be folded down onto the top. So just be super careful, and you'll see here shortly what happened, but that will actually go in the inside of your DS. And I know that I did not do this, but I would recommend opening it and making sure that it is in line on the inside as well. And then these buttons are going to be going on the side. There is one that has a light on it, so just hold up the skin plate to the DS to know which side is which, because I could not really tell where the light was, so just be super careful about that. Alright, and that side is on. We'll get this side. Another thing to mention about these is that you will have to put them down into the little crack because that will be on the inside as well. So when I open the DS, you'll be able to see a little bit more of what I'm talking about. But this was definitely challenging to just get 100% straight. And then when you open the DS, it could also not be straight as well. So you see when I opened it on the right side, it is a little mismatched. Everything looks good. I did get a little nick, as you can see, and how I was mentioning, just be super careful, and I would totally recommend opening your DS after applying the front plate. Finally, we have just this last strip that I thought was going where the top panel was, but it'll actually be on the bottom panel where the sage green color is on mine. So now that that is on, we are all done, and we could take a look at it and make sure everything looks okay and everything is on correctly. So overall, I would say that this was pretty easy. It was a little time consuming. It did take a lot of time and concentration as well, just to make sure everything was going on perfectly. But overall, I'm super happy with it. I think it looks a lot better than the Play Black, honestly. And I would totally recommend this. I'd say you would probably take 30 minutes to put the skin on if you are super focused on making sure it looks okay. But overall, super satisfied. I love the color. I love the sage green. I love the white on the inside. And it honestly just looks like it was meant to be white, which is pretty cool. So thank you so much to Decal Girls for the skin. I'll have it linked below for you guys to also check out if you're interested. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.